Good morning. It's Tim and Tammy time. And today we're going to have a chat time with Tammy. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. And we love y'all. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to tell y'all about last week. I know most people, if they sit and chat with you on here, they tell you about what's coming up, what they're going to do in the future, but I think more about the past. So I'm going to tell you what happened last week. I'm going to tell you about our vacation. We didn't get a lot of filming done last week, and that was our goal. We meant to get a lot of filming done. We had a place specifically in mind that we wanted to go, and we didn't make it. So I'm just going to try to go day by day through this vacation. I waited to make our reservations over on the east coast of Georgia because on Sunday, my back started going out. I can feel it. I know when it's happening, and I knew it was going to happen. And I also know that when this happens, it's going to take about a week for my back to get completely better. And slowly, day by day, as it's getting worse, I start hunching over and walking like with my back hunched over. And then, slowly, I can stand back up. And after about 6 or 7 days, I can stand up straight again. So we were debating on Sunday whether to even go or not. We had talked about it, and I really wanted to go because this is when we go and visit. Our middle daughter is on vacation, so I really wanted to go. I didn't want to back out on it, even though I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything we had planned on doing. So Tim said, okay, we'll just go, and we'll just play it by ear and do what we can do. Well, I also knew that riding was going to be the worst thing I could do for my back, and this is a 4-hour trip. For us, it's a 4-hour trip. Other people make it in 3.5, but it takes us 4. Anyway, so we got up Monday morning, and we set out, and yeah, my back was hurting. It was hurting pretty bad. I took some ibuprofen, got in the car. We were all packed. We headed down the road, and everything seemed okay. As long as I was sitting down, everything was okay. Back really doesn't hurt when I'm sitting, but when I stop, when we get out of the car, all bets were off. It was bad. And we stop often. We're getting old. We stop often. Anyway, we decided to stop at Dollar General in Willacoochee. And we went inside, and I was looking around, and I was looking on the pain medication, something for my back. And I decided to get some Aspirin and see how that would work, see if that would help a little bit. So we get back in the car and we head out, and after we go through Willacoochee, I start to see trees, and they're all bending in the same direction. I'm like, that's strange. It was a lot of pine trees, and they were all bending in the same direction, like they were stuck that way, like they couldn't stand up. They looked like my back. They were hunched over, and they couldn't stand up straight. And I realized that was from Hurricane Helene. And then we started seeing where the road crews had come through, and they had cut the trees right at the road, or the trees that had fallen. A lot of trees had fallen, and they had cut the trees right there at the road and moved them out of the road. So they were out there working in a lot of places to cut the rest of the tree up, and there was a lot of piles of trees just up and down the side of the road. Now, if I had felt better, we'd have found a way to stop somewhere and at least give y'all a look at what I'm talking about. Fact of the matter is, it's a 65-mile speed limit in most places on this road, and it's not expressway, but it's still a 4-lane highway. So we didn't have the opportunity. I couldn't film going down the road. It would have just been a blur, made you feel sick. So I didn't get to film that going down the road. And we did see at one point, this was when I just went, oh my goodness, because I don't guess we realize how bad things are till we see it with our own eyes. But we saw what was an outbuilding, and it was made of metal. That's true, it was made of metal. But it was an outbuilding, and it was up in a tree. And part of it was wrapped around the tree, and the floor, I guess it was the floor, was just up in the tree, and we're talking about 20 feet off the ground, just up in this huge tree. So, anyway, we saw a lot of damage. We saw a lot of workers out cleaning up, and we saw a lot of damage. And it really puts into perspective. I didn't even think about it when we decided to go east, I didn't even think about it. It was like just not even a part of my mind. That happened I guess it's been a month ago now. So I knew it was bad when it happened, and it was worse as it went up to the Carolinas. I know the night of the storm, I remember being here, and very little happened here on this side. We were on what they call the good side of the storm, and we had a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind, and everything was fine here. And then over there on that coast, my baby was hiding in the basement. I knew that she texted me in the morning about 4:30 and let me know that they were okay, so I felt better and was able to sleep. But still, it was a rough night, and it was a lot worse over there than it was over here. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I was actually riding through. And we saw this the whole time. And there is some filmed, because we did get a little bit of filming done. So that was our trip over on Monday. We got there, and I got the aspartame on my back, and it started loosening up a little bit, but not enough, not significantly. And then Tuesday was our first day, and we didn't know what we were going to do. And we got up late. We slept late. And we got up late, and we decided we would go to Hinesville, Georgia, where they have Amazon bin store. And I think it's stuff that's been returned to Amazon or never delivered. I don't know. But they're in bins, and you just go through there, and it's a certain price every day per item, whatever. This particular day was the cheapest day. Monday, it was $1. Whatever you got was $1. Didn't find anything I wanted. Nothing. But it was fun to go because I really wanted to go. But on the way over there, we went through a little town called Patterson, Georgia. And I love that. And I got out. I told Tim, I said, I got to get out. I got to try to walk. So it's good. It's good for me when that's happening to walk, just not too much. But I got out, and I walked almost all the way down the little old main street, but I couldn't quite make it. And we saw the buildings that have just been basically gutted out. They have no roof. It's nothing but the walls and the floor. But still, it was a beautiful little place, and they're working on it. So you look forward to that. We will put the Patterson video out one day this week, hopefully. The next day, our son-in-law was off that day. Hannah had a dentist appointment, and then after that, we went and we had Mexican food there at his favorite restaurant. And then we went shopping because Tim wanted to go shopping. And I had a back brace at that point. I had bought a back brace, so I was wearing a back brace. That helped a little bit. But we went inside Spirit Halloween. And Hannah said, Mama, you should take the camera in here. And I said, oh, everybody takes a camera in Spirit Halloween. Everybody knows what's in Spirit Halloween. But I really wish now I had taken the camera in there. Because they had all these animatronics. And you would step on this pad that sensed a person there, whatever. It sensed it, and then it would do whatever it did. And it had all these monsters and ghouls and ghosts and zombies that would make noise and reach out to you and all that. None of them bothered me. And Tim was stepping on every one. So he comes to this giant spider. And Tim doesn't like spiders. So he said, I'm not going to step on that one. So he skipped it. And me, I was being, I guess, a smart aleck. I don't know. I'm not scared of spiders. I said, oh, okay. So I stepped on it. And its eyes lit up red. And I thought, well, that's not all that big a deal. Then that thing, y'all, it come up and out at me. And I jumped back. And everybody in the place was laughing at me. That spider scared me to death. That's why you will not see me at a haunted house. Can't do haunted houses. Somebody would get hurt. Me or one of the actors, doesn't matter. Somebody would get hurt. Anyway, so after that, Tim stepped on it. He was going to be the big man, and he stepped on it. And when it jumped, it scared me again. I wasn't even anywhere around it. I just heard the thing, and it scared me again. Everybody in the store was laughing at me. There was one young lady. I looked up, and she was trying not to laugh out loud, and I just said, go ahead. And I just laughed with her. It was funny. So then on Thursday, which would have been our last day there, we went and we picked Hannah up, and we went over to Jekyll Island because I felt like I could at least sit on one of the pavilions and look out at the ocean. And you get that close, you got to go to the ocean. At least we do. I want to go to the ocean. So we went to Jekyll Island that day, and on our way through, we filmed Hoboken. Now, I didn't get out of the car that day. We just filmed Hoboken on the way through, but I love the name of that town, y'all. Who does not want to live in a place named Hoboken, Georgia? It's just a cool name. So we filmed Hoboken, and I'll put that one up too. So we did make some videos. It's just we didn't go where we really wanted to, and we didn't make the videos that we really wanted to make. So this is just me babbling because, you know, it's a chat, but it's a one-sided chat because I'm doing all the chatting. But put in the comments below, tell me what your last vacation was and how much fun you had. Tell me a story. That way it can be a two-sided chat somewhat. I know when you take a writing course, they tell you to show, not tell. So here I am on video and I'm going to tell, not show. We just didn't get to film like we usually would. But we did have a good trip. We laughed a lot. My goodness, we laughed a lot. We had a really good time, even with my back being out. And then Tim felt, I don't guess he had a cold because it never manifested and got worse, but I think his allergies acted up just from going from this side, from the west side of Georgia to the east side of Georgia. He had an allergy problem, and that acted up for just a little bit. But we did have a good time. And I will put the videos up. We did make some videos. It's just not what I wanted. Y'all, I wanted to go to Cumberland Island. I so want to go to Cumberland Island, but it would be all walking. It would be so much walking. And I want to be able to do it on my own terms when we do go. And we will get there eventually. But right now, that just didn't work out. But we needed that vacation. Tim needed that vacation. This world is oppressive right now. And working in the public with people, it can be very rewarding, and you can be very happy, and you can feel very accomplished when you help people. But at the same time, it can be oppressive as well. I was going to tell you about this chair. This chair I'm sitting in was my mama's chair. She gave it to me recently because I said I wanted a rocking chair, and me and Tim's been looking for a rocking chair to buy. And when I told her, she said, well, you can take that one. And I have a little Toyota, so there's nowhere to put a rocking chair in a Toyota. But she brought it over here to me in her SUV a little over a week ago. And I was sitting in it, and I was thinking, right now I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking about all the babies that I rocked in this chair. There was a lot of them, and I don't have any babies to rock right now. And then I'm sitting on a cushion that my grandmother made. My grandmother's been gone since 2007. And I'm sitting on a cushion that she made to take to the church that we all went to. She made this cushion because all the cushions at the church was really, really thin, and this is a big old. I mean, it takes two hands. It's a thick cushion. Because she wanted a thick cushion. So she made this cushion to take to church, and that's a church that we filmed a couple of times. That church is gone now. It's not there. I guess we should go back over there and film what's there now so that we'll have the before and the after. But there's so many memories running through my head. The rocking chair brings memories. It's October the 28th, 2024. I cannot believe this year is almost over. So this has been our Monday morning chat without caffeinated beverage today. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we love y'all.